do hope that the authorities will actually pursue some of these investigations. They will bring charges, and I think if they do so, there's a very good chance that both he and Sarah Ferguson may well go to prison.
Tonight, a royal earthquake shakes the United Kingdom as Prince Andrew faces serious legal challenges. A leading royal expert has stated that he could even face prison time. In Westminster, political tensions are boiling over as the Labour leader's comments spark a fierce reaction from the Duke. The country is in shock. For years, the controversy surrounding Prince Andrew has been a slow-burning crisis, managed, or mismanaged, behind palace walls. But over the past week, it has evolved into a full-blown national issue, combining significant legal risks with intense political consequences that are testing the monarchy at its core. Let's begin with the most serious development, the very real possibility of criminal prosecution. According to royal biographer and author Andrew Looney, to satisfy public outrage and reinforce that no one is above the law, legal charges could potentially be brought against Prince Andrew.
I think, charges, and I'm not the only one saying this, charges may well be brought. I mean, I think he should be properly investigated this time. It wasn't the case before, both for the sexual trafficking, and that's a case for the Met, and also for his financial escapades for misconduct in public office, and that's something for the National Crime Agency.
For far too long, the Duke has benefited from an implied shield of protection, first provided by his late mother, Queen Elizabeth II, and later by a cautious political establishment. Now, that shield is weakening. Looney highlights two possible legal avenues that could lead to criminal investigation. The first involves historical allegations related to trafficking, a matter that could draw renewed attention from the Metropolitan Police. Public demand for accountability has grown following the civil settlement with Virginia Giuffre and the Duke's continued lack of visible remorse. The fact remains that Andrew has not directly cooperated with law enforcement or legal representatives of those involved. His approach has often appeared inconsistent with that of someone eager to clear their name.
So I think public opinion wants some heads to roll on this, and I think it really would send out a signal that no one is above the law, including members of the royal family, that they are no longer going to protect him. And they want to clean out the stables. And I'm sure that's Prince William's view.
And I certainly think the public are just tired of the endless speculation. They just want to know what did or didn't happen.
Yes, well, I mean, that's been going on a long time. And of course, neither Andrew nor Sarah have made themselves available as a material witness to the law enforcement agencies, to the lawyers of the victims, or even ever made a proper statement about it. So you're absolutely right. They know exactly.
Secondly, and potentially even more damaging to his public reputation, Looney points to questions surrounding the Duke's financial dealings and possible misconduct during his time as the UK's trade envoy. This issue could fall under the National Crime Agency's scope. His tenure in that role connected him with a number of controversial international business figures. Scrutiny of this period is growing, especially as files from 2001 to 2011, held by the Foreign Office and the Department of Trade, have long been withheld from Freedom of Information requests. The continued secrecy has only fueled speculation that there may be more to uncover about how his royal position was used during that time.
I think it is very important that these files from 2001 to 2011 are released. I mean, there are literally hundreds of thousands of them from the Foreign Office and Department of Trade. I've been trying to get access through FOI for 4 or 5 years now. They use every exemption possible to avoid releasing them. And you have to ask
they haven't
why.
reckoned that you're not going away.
I'm still here after 4 years. They do. My middle name is Benson.
Images of the Duke reportedly avoiding a legal summons, allegedly retreating to Balmoral, have not helped his public standing. According to Looney, such behavior does not convey transparency or innocence. The public's patience is wearing thin. People want answers and accountability for all, including members of the royal family. The legal troubles are serious enough, but they are now intertwined with an even greater political storm sweeping through Westminster. The challenge for the monarchy is no longer limited to media scrutiny. It now includes direct pressure from elected officials. The atmosphere in Parliament has shifted. Where once there was silence on royal matters, MPs are now openly demanding accountability. Even Conservative members like Robert Jenrick have called for reform and transparency.
Forced by public opinion, and I hope now by parliamentary pressure. I mean, what we're also seeing is a change in attitude among the MPs. I mean, even last week, I know there was a sort of 3-line whip for MPs not to say anything critical of the royal family, but they were getting so much trouble from their constituents.
This growing political momentum has put the Labour Party and its leader, Keir Starmer, directly under the spotlight. Starmer, who has built his image around governance and accountability, is facing increasing pressure to make a public statement regarding Prince Andrew's future, especially about his remaining titles and any potential cost to taxpayers. While the palace initially hoped to contain the issue privately, the political consensus is now moving toward formal action, possibly including a parliamentary vote to remove the Duke's remaining privileges. From the Duke's perspective, this is seen as a betrayal. He reportedly views politicians as opportunistic, using him as a symbol for a modern monarchy agenda. The opposition's calls for inquiries into his past role as a trade envoy and for greater transparency in royal finances are viewed by him as personal attacks. Yet for the political establishment, it signals a new era, one in which royal figures are no longer beyond scrutiny.
A parliamentary inquiry into his time as a trade envoy, to get all these ambassadors who, and I have to say, enabled some of these activities, both financial and sexual, to actually speak on oath about what happened.
While external pressures mount, the internal conflict within the royal household may be even more intense. King Charles III and Prince William are reportedly determined to protect the monarchy's image, seeing Andrew as a source of ongoing reputational harm. The immediate dispute centers on Royal Lodge, Andrew's long-term residence. The king reportedly wants his brother to vacate the property, partly for practical reasons, such as reallocating it for royal use, and partly to reduce public controversy. However, the Duke holds a favorable lease on the property until 2078, forcing the king to consider both incentives and pressure to encourage him to leave.
The king wants Andrew out of Royal Lodge so he can keep it for Camilla later on. But Andrew's not going down without a fight, is he?
No, he is an ironclad lease. He's going to go down only with the stick or the carrot. And it's difficult to know what the stick is. Mainly it's pressure on him through his daughters. I mean, their future role in the royal family, perhaps even where the princess titles will be taken away.
One form of pressure reportedly involves the Duke's daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, whose own royal roles could be affected by how the situation unfolds. Another possible route is a financial settlement, offering the Duke compensation in exchange for his cooperation and silence. Prince William's involvement has also been decisive. He is said to be deeply frustrated by the damage to the monarchy's image and is working to resolve the issue before eventually taking the throne. Reports indicate he has spoken with his cousins to urge them to maintain distance from the controversy. William's vision for the future is a smaller, more transparent monarchy, and in that vision, Andrew's behavior represents an outdated form of privilege that must be addressed. The likely outcome, according to many observers, is quiet exile. The royal family is reportedly exploring ways to move Andrew off the Windsor estate and possibly abroad. Potential destinations mentioned include Switzerland, where he once owned a chalet, or the United Arab Emirates, known for its privacy and lack of extradition treaties. This entire saga has reignited public debate about royal transparency and accountability. The controversy has emboldened critics of the monarchy while forcing its supporters to confront uncomfortable truths. The central question now is whether taxpayers should continue funding the lifestyles of royals who no longer perform public duties. Many are calling for clearer oversight of royal finances, including the Duchy of Lancaster and the Duchy of Cornwall. As royal commentators note, the monarchy's survival depends not on privilege but on public trust. Prince Andrew's actions have put that principle to the test, and the king's next steps could shape the monarchy's future for generations.